Hi, welcome back, beautiful, beloved souls. My name is Gem Stone, and I am a psychic medium, and I am an author. And just like my books, content on this channel varies. I look at anything and everything to do with life and death through a lens, hence the name of the channel. So if you scroll on my channel, I've uploaded thousands of videos of different types of content. It could be mystery, missing 411, supernatural, conspiracies, aliens, self-help, singing, even history. And this topic today is an educational/history one. So let's get into it. And the topic is, before welfare, what happened if you couldn't work? Picture this. You wake up tomorrow. No job, no savings, no family nearby. You open your phone to check your bank balance, and there is no Centrelink, no payment coming, no safety net quietly humming in the background. In your country, Centrelink might be called Social Security or whatever it is. Centrelink is the name for Social Security in Australia. So, when you are checking, there's just silence. Now, here's the uncomfortable twist. That silence, that was normal for almost all of human history. And even today, it hasn't completely disappeared. We often call Australia the lucky country. And in this case, that label actually fits, because there are still countries where structured welfare either barely exists or doesn't meaningfully reach people. In places like Afghanistan, South Sudan, and Somalia, there is no reliable national safety net for unemployment or disability. Even in larger developing nations like India, Nigeria, or Bangladesh, support systems exist in some form, but they are often limited, inconsistent, or inaccessible to huge parts of the population, which means millions of people today are still living the way everyone once did. If you can't work, you don't get paid. Let's wind the clock back. Go back 100 years. Not ancient history, your grandparents' grandparents. Before modern welfare systems, before unemployment benefits, before disability payments, before anyone had ever dreamed up something like Centrelink or whatever it is called in your country, if you couldn't work, there wasn't a system waiting. There was a question mark. If you lost your job, today, losing a job might mean paperwork, waiting periods, and muttering at government websites that crash at the worst possible moment. Back then, losing your job meant one thing. You stopped earning immediately. No buffer, no transition payment. No, we'll review your claim in 10 business days. Your options were find another job quickly, take whatever work you could get, or rely on others. During the Great Depression, this became a shared nightmare. People lined up for miles, just hoping for work. Families sold their belongings to buy food. And complaining that the payment wasn't enough, that wasn't really a thing because there was no payment. If you were elderly, before pensions, aging wasn't something you eased into. You worked until you couldn't. And when your body gave out, best case, your children supported you. Worst case, you ended up in a poorhouse. And poorhouses weren't exactly retirement villages with bingo nights and morning teas. They were survival spaces, bare minimum, no comfort package included. If you were sick or disabled, no disability support, no structured help. If illness or disability took away your ability to work, either your family carried the burden, charities might help a little, some people had to beg, others were institutionalized or hidden away, not always out of cruelty, but because society didn't yet have a system that said, this person still matters, even if they can't work. So, how did people survive? Life became a balancing act on a very thin wire. Family support, church aid, charity, bartering, taking whatever work you could. And sometimes children stepping in to help keep the household afloat. If those supports failed, there was no plan B. Life expectancy, the quiet reality. Back in the 1800s, average life expectancy sat around 40 to 50 years. Yes, infant mortality played a role, but even adults lived physically demanding lives with little medical support. If you were elderly, sick, or disabled, your chances of living long without support dropped sharply because survival wasn't just about being alive, it was about being able to keep producing. The big shift. Then, slowly, something changed. Society began to shift from you're on your own to we carry some of this together. Governments introduced pensions, unemployment support, and disability payments. And over time, this evolved into systems like Centrelink in Australia, a safety net. Not luxurious, not always smooth, occasionally headache-inducing, but there. What does it cost today? Let's put a number on this modern safety net. Australia. Population about 28 million. Social welfare spending roughly 220 to 250 billion Australian dollars per year. That covers pensions, disability support, job seeker, and family payments. It's one of the biggest areas of government spending, which means every year as a country, we're making a very clear choice that people shouldn't simply fall with nothing beneath them. And yes, we still complain. Let's be honest. We do whinge. It's not enough. It doesn't match the cost of living. How are people supposed to survive on this? And those concerns are real. But here's this perspective shift. We're arguing about how much support there should be, not whether there should be any at all. Because in many parts of the world today, and everywhere in the past, there isn't. Closing thought. For most of human history, if you couldn't work, you relied on family, charity, or luck. And if those ran out, so did your options. Today, we live in a country where something catches us. Maybe not perfectly, maybe not comfortably, but it catches us. And when you zoom out across history and across the world, that's not normal. That's extraordinary. I just want to let you know that I'm on a disability pension and I'm very grateful. My children, except for one, all work hard, and the other one is on a disability pension as well. The interesting thing in my case is I was born in England, and as soon as you're born, England has social security, and you get a social security number. I think that might apply to the US. I don't know. But here, we only get a number when we register with Centrelink. All right, let me know what country you are from and if you are receiving any type of benefits and what's the name of your government organization that handles welfare. And if you do drop a comment, please do so respectfully. Please be kind to each other. Take care of yourselves. Cherish every moment. Love, light, and blessings. Bye.